no running this time. Lights on, mirrors up, moments here. It's the moment of truth. No more excuses. Every choice you made comes back to use it. Friends turn goes when the pressure hits. Stand in the fire or forever quit. Moment of truth. Face it or lose it. Woke up to the same old lies in the mirror. Chase paper dreams, now the vision's clearer. Homies I rode with plotting on my back, smiling in my face while they sharpening the axe. I gave them trust, they gave me lessons. Now I'm counting scars instead of blessings. Karma don't sleep, it just waits patient. Every seed you plant grows its own payment. No cap, no filter, no fake applause. When the mask drops who you really are, it's the moment of truth. No more excuses. Every choice you made comes back to use it. Threads turn goes when the pressure hits. Stand in the fire or forever quit. Moment of truth. Face it or lose it. I used to run from mirrors, hated what I saw. Now I stare it down till the pain withdraws. Bills stacking high, pride stacking low. Had to learn the hard way, you reap what you sow. Temptation whispered, just one more play. But that road leads straight to yesterday. Lost some battles, yeah, but won the war inside. Took the L's and turned them into pride. No more hiding, no more fronting for the gram. Real, recognize real, that's the only plan. So when the night gets quiet and the doubts creep in, ask yourself straight, where do I begin? To fix the damage, to heal the sin. This is where the real story kicks in. It's the moment of truth. No more excuses. Every choice you made comes back to use it. Rise from the ashes or stay in the pit. Own your story. That's the ultimate hit. Moment of truth. Yeah, we all gotta face it.
And don't we all have to face the moment of truth? There's a lot of things that I want to address here. Kiwizi, you know, I watched that little segment that you done. You thought it was a little cute. It's kind of funny you want me back on your show, but you can't get me. I see what you're doing. It's not going to work. You see, if you're such a man, how about this? How about you bring your little ass over to my state, fly to wherever the fuck you are, and let's see if we can talk about it man to man. And I don't mean to bring your big ass Hey Albert cousin with you. But I'm going to say this real quick. You want to talk about my show? Let's talk about my show. You want to pop shots at my show? Same people that, you know, was friends with Ray, and then they turn their back on their Ray. And then, you know, the sad part is, ladies and gentlemen, they get in contact with me saying, CJ, oh, you need to leave Ray's show. You need to do this. You need to do that. Yeah. How funny is it that you try to blame everything on everybody else, but in all spot, in reality, it's on you. You can't hide the lies and expect the truth not to find you out. You see, y'all playing the stupid game here. Y'all think that I'm going to get mad and blow up. No. We're going to expose the narrative here. I know it was you guys all along. Because here's the fact of the matter is, you've been jealous of me because I've been a better hardcore champion. I've been a better guy in the hardcore division than Kyle than you spent in most of your life. That's the reason why when I cut a promo, that's the reason why your cousin had to cut me off on commentary, because he didn't really want to hear that promo, because that promo was 10 times better than the fake-ass Tribal Chief cosplay. Let's pop that shot right here on the moment of truth. There's a lot of things that I'm going to call out. You know, I'm not like Ray where you can just push me around and I'm just going to kiss your ass. The only thing that I do to asses, I kick them. And I'll tell you what, Kiwizi, since you want one night of fame, you come to my show. I'm not putting anything on the line. You come to my show and take on my whole roster. I guarantee you won't survive. Because I got guys that is ready to beat you down, strip you of that Tribal Chief cosplay bullshit that you try to say that you're the, you know, the OG. Let me tell you something. Kevin Impact's more OG than you and Devin Keola's been your whole life. Y'all OG of fakes, the OG of lies, the OG of bullshit, the OG of fake-ass fucking Usos. Oh, sorry, did I just put the truth bomb? Guess what? The truth bomb just be exposed here on the moment of truth. And I'm going to continue talking. You're not going to stop me. That's the reason why y'all come listening in. That's the reason why you come get your spies. You know the reason why that you had to side yourself with Dixie Broski and Devin Broski? Hell, I'm not afraid of saying it because, you know, unlike some people, I got balls because I stand up for myself. Unlike some people, I don't let them brainwash me. Unlike some people, I don't kiss their fucking ass on a daily basis just to get on their fucking irrelevant show. I'm on better shows where their views is pretty much overriding their asses 10-1. And let's be real about this. Let's keep this 100. You know, you want to pop shots saying that, oh, I don't got this or I don't got that. You know, the funniest thing is I may not be the best. I will admit that. But that doesn't mean it gives you the right to go bash other shows and show your negativity in true colors. I mean, look, you pretty much took Ray's show and made it horrible. Kevin Impact and the JTV guys made that famous. What did you do, Ray? Let's be honest. What did you do? Besides kissing up to these two people's ass, it's going to stab you in the back. I mean, let's be honest. It's going to happen. I mean, I'm pretty sure Dixie and Devin Broski's got a plan to screw you in the back. They done it to me. They done it to DJ. They done it to Nixon. They done it to Ryan. Hell, they done it to even Ricky Armstrong. Try to take over his company, but Ricky was actually smart enough to see their bullshit. And when they couldn't get their way, guess what? They left. They couldn't handle the pressure. They couldn't handle a really fed owner like Ricky Armstrong because they had to leave because now they knew that Ricky Armstrong saw the bullshit. What happens now? You trying to come over here and think you're going to spy? That's child shit. I call that out too. You know what else I call out on? Kiwizi, I want you to take that little mic. Oh, wait. Oh, that's right. You're not even on this show. Just like I wasn't even on the show and couldn't respond back, huh? Funny how that is. You see, for the fact of the matter is this. You think that I'm just going to invite you to my show? I'll tell you what. Stay in your lane or face the consequences that's going to come. What consequences that I'm going to bring? You should already know me by now. I got one phone call, and if I have to, I got an uncle that works for the federal government. So y'all keep fucking around and finding out, and you're all going to be fucking around and getting ice on your ass and probably deported out of the country if you keep fucking around long enough. Just being honest. Keep fucking around and you're finding out. By the way, let's expose the real narrative on the truth. And DJ actually had a point here. DJ, I'm going to share this out. The facts are there for them to see, but they don't realize how desperate they are. And, you know, that is the God's honest truth. They are so desperate they have to go online and steal other people's calls because they can't have him on the show because they found out that I pretty much took Kevin Impact's side when Kevin Impact told me to leave because he saw the same bullshit that was about to happen. You know, the funniest thing is about this shit? I think this is so hilarious to the point that I'm going to call it out. Dixie Broski hated me. She talked about my dead military father, which, by the way, guys, is on Katie's podcast, by the way. I'm pretty sure DJ can speak facts for me here in the chat if he's watching. And then you all say that you guys are love. If you can't even love a dead military guy that, you know, was a veteran of the Vietnam War, and you want to talk your shit like you're doing, how can you actually have love for when you guys just shown hate on your channel? That show was not a show. That show was hate. You're hating. You're a bunch of haters. That's the only thing you've been in your lives is a bunch of haters. And I mean, Kevin Impact has some good points about you. I mean, look how many times that, you know, you and Ray has argued and fight. And look how many times Kevin Impact has had to be the damn referee. And here I am being the damn Jim Cornette because you guys are acting like fucking Vince Russo. A bunch of fucking assholes. I tell you what, if I let you run a wrestling show at a vendor market, the vendor market would tell you to leave. And that's pretty bad. Now, getting on this subject now, let's talk about other things here that needs to be addressed here on the Moment of Truth. You guys blame me for a lot of shit, but I'm standing my ground and telling the truth on, and now you guys want that shut down. Probably some of you guys are listening right now just trying to report me. Well, go ahead, report me. Just remember, one phone call ends that deal. I have a lethal weapon in my hand. Anytime that you want to push that button, I can call my uncle and it's over for you guys. Think about that before you speak and say shit next time that's going to come back and haunt you in the ass. Because I promise you, you ain't going to like the outcome. And let's go back to this, what Mark Bannon said, because this is the truth. Honestly, I could absolutely care less about those pathetic wastes of space and calling. That's true. But here's the thing that I'm going to call out why it's garbage. You were doing this desperate move to try to get all of us back, and it's not going to work. Right? You had a choice. Matter of fact, DJ could probably say it better than I can if I invited him in here, but I'm going to try to make this short and sweet. You had two options, Ray. Two options. But what did you do? You threw that partnership with JTV aside, not only smacking Kevin Impact in the face, I'm just dropping truth bombs here. And boy, ain't people going to get pissed and, you know, try their bullshit or trying to comment. You can't get back on my channel. There's a reason why that you guys are blocked. There's a reason why you guys are not allowed back on this channel. Because here's the moment of truth that you guys need to realize. I've said it once and I've said it before. You guys are going to do something wrong to the wrong person. And without realizing it, they are going to make your life a living hell. And that's the God's honest truth. You can say whatever you want to say. You can pop shots. And at the end of the day, It's just making you look like a bunch of keyboard warriors. And it's funny how you sit here and you have this hate towards me. You always hated me, Dixie. You always hated me, Devin. You always hated me, Iceman. You always hated me, Feck. You always hated me, Key Weezy. You always hated me, Devin Killer. And you know why? Because whatever show I get on, I'm the guy that everybody talks about. I'm the guy in your heads rent-free. And that's the sad part. You all pissed because I exposed the moment of truth. The truth behind your colors. The truth behind your fraudulent agenda. The truth behind your scumbag goons. And let's put it this way. You think for a minute that what you say is going to come back to haunt you? I mean, let's go back in time here and recalibrate this in events that's already happened. You know, it's kind of funny that I'm going to say this again, but let's see how many times Devin Keolo stabbed you in the back, Ray. Let's see how many times Key Weezy's going to stab you in the back. Let's see how many times Dixie Broski's going to stab you in the back like she done me. Let's see how many times Feck's going to stab you in the back like he done me. Let's see how many times Iceman stabs you in the back like he did me. Let's see how many times Broski stabs you in the back like he did me. Matter of fact, I'm missing one more person. I'm missing, oh, that's right, Jacob X. How many times he stabbed me in the back. And you try your best to cancel somebody out of the eFed world, but let's be real about this. Let's keep it 100 here, because I'm pretty sure now you are in the moment of truth getting called out because of the lies that I found out just by a good friend of mine. Shout out to Kevin Impact for this. Much love and respect, brother, that you pretty much give me for advice, because I need to let all this out. This is the moment of truth. And you see, here's the facts of this. Ray, you can't compete with JTV. You might as well just shut that shit down. You definitely can't compete with me, because if I'm going to be honest, Key Weezy's buying your subscribers. Devin Keola's buying your subscribers. Because let's put it this way, Ray. When you was with JTV, highest views you ever got was around 300. That should tell you something right there. Key Weezy's buying your subscribers. He's lying to you about that shit. He's lying to you in many ways. He's manipulating you just to get back on your show, because he knows without you, Ray, he ain't nothing. Just like the rest of them. They ain't nothing. Oh, wait. Hello. Oh, it's nothing. He says he knows you all. In the words of The Rock Hurricane segment, if you guys watch old WWF videos. And you see, here's where Mark Banham basically said and quoted that Iceman called him toxic. And here's where I'm going to take up for Mark. Mark's not toxic. Mark's like me. When he sees the bullshit, he's going right for it. And Iceman, sorry to tell you, brother, you're the toxic one. You stabbed me and JMR in the back plenty of times that we got enough stories to tell to shut your little fraudulent ass company down, because you can't run a company. Matter of fact, last time I checked, how many times have you stabbed people in the back? And, you know, let's be honest about it. Let's be honest about this whole agenda behind Broski telling me that I need to go on JTV and do the right thing and say that everything I said was a lie. Let's be honest about that topic, because I'm not going to do that. I'm leaving that up there for the truth. You can get mad at the end of the day, because at the end of the day, your words don't mean shit. I'm expressing how I feel here on the Moment of Truth. And to be honest, we're going to keep it 100 here. I'm also going to invite one more person in here. So bear with me here. As soon as DJ here gets the memo, I gave him an invite so DJ can talk about a lot of stuff that needs to be addressed during this. But it's kind of funny, Broski, that you have this hate agenda. It's a hate thing. You hate people, Broski. You try to say that you're a Christian, read your Bible. I call that bullshit. That's the difference between me and you, Broski. I can originally say that I don't live the life. But I can actually be honest here and say that I don't try to say I live the life and end up failing doing it. But let's face it here. Like I said, let's keep it 100 for just a little tad moment. What's going to happen when you're losing the battle? Because if Key Weezy's going to stab you in the back, and I know that's going to be a fact, Devin Kill is going to stab you in the back. Let me see if I can put this in the chat here. Maybe that'll help you, DJ. So it's in the chat, DJ. You should be able to come in on the podcast. So now we're going to bring a man here that's going to light the fire under their asses. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, one of my good friends in the car community, Chaotic Danger.
What's good, ladies and gentlemen? What's good, ladies and gentlemen? Let me spark this narrative real quick on them for a minute, CJ. Dixie and Devin Broski, don't sit here and lie to the public about your wrongdoings. I have so much information that I can leak out there that'll crush your whole EFED career as in one shot, let alone the fact that you had sat there and talked about CJ's dead military dad is a true statement, if anything. But guess what? Can we find the original video? No, because Iceman deleted the original video to cover y'all ass. Let's be real. There's a lot of incriminating evidence on y'all channel that pinpoints everything that y'all do. Let's not hide behind the narrative here. Y'all know that y'all are toxic. Y'all know that y'all crush EFED careers by the second. How many good EFED creators you had over there and you crushed their whole hopes and dreams because they didn't fit y'all narrative? Y'all run a political game over there in ONW. Don't sit up there and say y'all are this and y'all are that when y'all are acting exactly like most of the other E-feds out here in this community. Y'all have your own agenda. Y'all don't speak truth. Y'all don't hold no type of volume with your roster. I've seen it firsthand. You talk bad about people when they try to do good. You are so demanding of being in the show, this, that, and the third. You try to take over companies. Like I've had prime examples of this by being in your partnership chat and you talking any type of way to anybody. Let's be real here for a minute. Because y'all want to sit here and think we are the bad guys. No. You're the bad guys. And you're about to send Ray down the road. He should not be going down. But we tried to save this man, and he don't want to listen to reason. You rather follow that toxic environment road down to the end of your E-Fed career. Nick even admitted some things to me on the episode that he did with me. Go check out that because it's very informative to know how Ray Nakai literally burnt the bridge with two companies that Nick was a part of. Makes you wonder who's the real E-Fed people keeping the environment real, CJ?
Now, I know Nixon was talked about during this segment, so I'm going to bring Nixon in. And Nixon, what do you think about that CWE show that you was mentioned by Key Weezy running his mouth? I want to know your intake on this.
My question is, I didn't really hear what he had to say, and if he ever had to say something, he'd say it to my face and grow a pair of balls. Or otherwise, we say in the ring and I stomp his ass. Plain and simple. If you got the balls to talk shit, have the balls to back it up in the ring.
Exactly.
Because I've whooped Ray Evertass, I whooped Devin Keola's ass, and I ended his career in TNA. So I made him look like the biggest bitch in TNA. Yeah.
And funny thing about it is this, ladies and gentlemen, that's listening. They don't realize how desperate they are for views. CWE show as a whole, desperate for views. ONW show, desperate for views. You're scraping on the last little centimeter of people that you had trust with. But guess what? You're going to burn those bridges with those creators as well.
Yep.
You can't sit up here and expect everybody to kiss your ass because you want to have an agenda that you want to have, but you don't want to see the community's vision. And the community's vision is far more brighter than it is now without the toxic narrative bullshit.
Exactly. But
So go over there and sit in the grave with Dixie and Devin Brosky, Ray, Devin, and Key Weezy. Because at the end of the day, y'all can rock all for all I care. Y'all shows is null and void over here because y'all burnt so many bridges with so many real people. Y'all try to come back. Y'all can't come back from me.
Hold on, DJ. I'm sharing this with you on the Moment of Truth. I hope you guys are ready. I'm gonna add it to the stage. If this will work. Now, here's the part that I'm going to play this for Nixon so he can understand what was said.
You unleash the man who ends your control. In that royal elimination, I proved something you always feared. You never the king. You were just a man hiding behind favorites. And now you answer to me.
So you can hear the crowd's reaction.
DJ Mundo, Alex. last. I've been waiting to catch up to you for a little minute since Royal Elimination. How did that go? I remember you threw me out of your company like I was disposable, so I returned the favor. You called it costing you a title match against Ryan Storm and Nick Hyken. I call it justice. You always hide behind your favorites. Joker Nixon.
Joker Nixon. He's been talking shit about Joker Nixon. That's the proof. That is the proof.
Wow.
That is the fucking proof that you run your fucking mouth about Nixon right there. Clickbait. Caught in 4K.
great.
Oh, well, I know what I'm saying
Now I know I
tonight,
have to
ladies
kill
and
him.
gentlemen.
And if he wants to see Joker Nixon, he might just get the damn clown he wants.
I feel like this. You stole cars without permission. If people leave your show, they should be removing the car as well. If I'm not mistaken, CJ. Number 2, that's a load of shit right there to get views by having you and Ryan Storm on their show.
But look at the views. 1.2K views. That was bought. There's no way that they can get that.
That's all bullshit. I see that. That's literally damn near not even 1.2K. I feel like that's 50 to 45 views at best.
Let me go on a topic. Nixon's not the only name brought up. I'm going to play the clip.
Your chosen golden boy. Ryan Storm, the one who always
Ryan Storm was mentioned in this.
follow you behind when you always disappear out of every company. You never built the kingdom, CJ. You built the cliche.
You know, it's
Bitch,
kind of
I
funny how
stacked
you say I
mountains on my
built a
back while you
cliche.
sucking dick.
It's funny how he says I built a cliche. Bitch, let me tell you something. You built a dick-sucking empire. In the words of Paul Heyman, if you don't like me, you can go suck Broski's fucking dick.
They're gonna catch my foot in their ass.
And it's very ironic. You only did that for clickbait views, and that's what that is. That whole show is clickbait at best. You can't get
Ain't it
natural
funny how they
views
couldn't get views
like
without
how
having to use my
Mondomania is
name?
getting natural views. Nixon's show is getting natural views.
And
You
we only
can't
done
get
2
natural
shows and
views
there's a
like
third
that.
one on the way. So
But
what does that tell everybody?
I'm going to let DJ talk about this on his podcast. But this
Oh,
has been
it's definitely going down.
And before we close, anybody's got any closing statements on this little short episode for the moment of truth?
Definitely
I'm just
tune
gonna
in.
say how it is. It's funny how they want views so bad, so they mention someone like my name. They'll mention someone like Ryan Storm because they can't get them themselves. They have to always involve another person. Ain't that kind of funny? Now they could go, how in the words of, I guess Broski did tell him, well, teach him how to suck dick in the first place.
Oh, yeah. I made it just in time for whatever.
Well,
Whatever.
we'll get closing statements. So you made it in just in time. So you get a closing statement on what just happened.
Well,
Mentioning
we're picking
people
up
like
where we
me
left off
is
on my
sucks.
end, Katie. Don't get it confused or twisted.
Motherfucker, I got more titles again. More. I'll wrap
Look,
every
look,
single
funny
belt
though,
I had
I
around
came
the
in the
fucking
right
throat.
time, and I'm eating McDonald's. I'm eating McDonald's. So, in the right time, eating
I'll catch
McDonald's.
up, boys, on
You're
my
eating
end.
La Fufu nuggets. What the hell?
But anyways,
It's
guys,
too big.
Katie's got any last words? Now's the time to speak up before we close this episode.
Well, they are just jealous. I mean, this is why they continue to do the same thing over and over again, because they just don't have a life, and they just continue to do this because, well, let's face it, they will never be us. Even if they try their hardest, they'll fail miserably.
Yeah, but they have to mention us just to get views. Think about how funny that is.
Yeah. Which is
Kind
pathetic.
of pathetic, ain't it?
Yep.
And CJ Mondo, what happens in just about 2 days? Oh, I know. There's a
Oh.
Friday night show.
So I guess you did show everybody that they squashed your character in CWE, right?
Yeah. They
And yet
squashed
they-
my character, but at the same time, turnabout's fair played. Just think about that. We're going to have our fun. Tune in for Monday night to see what King Dominator does best.
You know what? I would say it'd be a good idea to challenge those fucktards to something. See if they actually had the balls they say they do. Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
War games?
War games. Their four best versus yours.
Let's put it this way. If they're going to do that, it's going to be on their show and they're going to rig it. So, no, I ain't going to challenge them on their show. They're going to come to ours.
And trust me, it'll be as fair as it should be, right?
Yep.
Because you could trust us more than we can trust y'all. That's a fact. Because we ain't gonna be. And there's no predetermined bullshit, none of that shit. Because I know, sorry, but if you're associated with Brawlski, I don't want nothing to do with you. So whoever tried to call me that day, I don't want nothing to do with y'all. You're with the toxic environment. You're with the ONW crew. I don't want nothing to do with you. So don't even try to call me. That just shows when you are joining the enemies, you're already betrayed. You're a Judas. You are a 100% Judas. So, yeah. We trusted y'all, and you broke that trust. So, you joined the nemesis. You joined the enemy, however you want to call it. So, sorry, but since you want to join their posse, don't even try to DM me or whatever the fuck. Because like I said, don't want nothing to do with people.
There's a reason why they made a block button, KD. If it continues, you could put them on the block list.
No, they could play Kiss My Ass list. If they got something to say, they'll come and say it to my face. If that guy ever wants to step in the ring, I'll kick his fucking head in. Mention my name, get kicked.
Because I don't associate myself with toxic, weirdos.
And here's the thing about it. We exposed not only you buy your views, you make random cheap shots just for a cheap reaction. I mean, what else you going to do, Key Reezy, to try to get our attentions? Man, you sound like a desperate Dixie Brawlski doing the same.
I could give him all the attention he wants, but would he fucking like it? No, because I would embarrass his fucking ass. Plain and simple.
I mean, I'm pretty sure the kid don't even have balls to even step in the ring with you, Nixon. I mean, that's just plain as day.
Devin Killa did, and CJ, what happened?
Oh, wait, let's put it this way. Devin Killa did, and that's the shortest reign of the TNA world title I've ever seen in my life.
What did I say I was going to do exactly?
Take the title away from Devin Killa, so that proves that Devin Killa is not the Roman Reigns in AI.
No, more like the Roman bitch of AI.
But anyways, this has been the Moment of Truth podcast. I want to thank Nixon, KD, and also DJ for joining, and we will see you guys on DJ show when he goes live. Thank you. Like and subscribe. Comment also. Same thing for KD's channel, Nixon's. Like and subscribe. Comment.
And
support.
beat the fuck out of the subscribe button with someone's fucking head that you don't like.
Just don't beat your meat like those irrelevant lafufus.
Yeah.
On the next one.